Hey, Appliance Boot Camp. We're finishing up the shop work for today. This right here is an actual microwave. It goes into a tropical smoothie. The cleaning crew actually dropped it off the top shelf and bent it. This microwave is about $3,000, if not four now. But you can see where it hit this side and it actually bent it up. And what happened, it bent the whole frame. And it's a little C-clamp that goes right here. Just like you see that one, it broke that C-clamp because everything got shifted this way. So what I've done, you can see the top is I've aligned it enough. The whole frame is kind of bent, but I got it so it'll work again. I'm getting ready to go now and get a C-clamp to put right there to hold it. So what was happening? This right here comes down. And it actually locks, and you see it has these solenoids here and here. So as it's cooking, what happens, it'll get to the time. Once it gets to the time, it'll release the solenoids. So we're gonna release them, and the door come up. When that solenoid right here release, it let the door rise up. Then once the door rises up, then they can do this and they can get their food out. And that's what this right here is for, that little arm. It locks it in place right here so they can get the food out and they keep it moving. So that's what I've done. I just had to straighten the frame out as best as possible. I can still straighten it a little bit more to get it lined up because you can see that's still bent. But right now it's working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go get that C-clamp. It'll be ready to go. And these microwaves, as I told you, this one right here, I think this is 240 volt. Let me see. Is it 240? Yeah, this is a 240. This is a 240 volt microwave. And with this 240 volt, like you see in restaurants, it's just like your household microwaves. We're gonna have two capacitors. You see, it has the two capacitors. That's one capacitor. That's the other one. This right here. Okay, what we have here. They have the I'm gonna call it a double transformer. This transformer right here is actually this is going to one capacitor over there, and this one is going to another capacitor over there, and they label them 5 and 6. So that's filament 5, filament 6, transformer 5, transformer 6, 8 and 7, and right here you should be able to see it. There you go. You'll see 8, and probably come over here to another tag. There you go, 6. And if I was to go to the actual magnetron, I would see the other tags they have on the magnetron. Okay, and like I say, when you have two magnetrons, a lot of times they're gonna have two of everything. They're gonna have two capacitors. You see they got two capacitors there, but they normally will have two high voltage transformers. This one they having just I'm gonna call it a 2-in-1, meaning it's two high voltage transformers in one kind of like chassis. And you're seeing this is transformer 5 and 6 right here. And then they got 7 and 8. And if you follow these little leads, you'll see where they go to. That's a 6 and that's an 8 going to the actual capacitor. And if you were to go down to the magnetron, you'll see where the other numbers are at. But that's how it actually works. Let me see if I can grab a schematic. Okay, let's take a quick look at the schematic. It's a 240 volt. It's going to come in on L1, come to the fuse. That's F1, just the fuse name, fuse 1. Come down through that relay, that switch. From that switch, it'll come over to the main control board, to terminal T1, I think that is. Yeah, from T1, relay K1 sends power down to K2, and depending on what type of power source. If you got 230 volts, it's going to go out on like that's T4 and come out to that side of the actual transformer. If you got what's it called 208 voltage in your restaurant, it's going to come down and go out on T3 right there. All right, then we'll come to the other side of the transformer. So that gives you one leg. Depending on what voltage, it's going to go to one of those taps. Then from one leg, it's going to go over, come up here. That's just a triac they got right there. Come up here, up here, up here. And you're going to come to another like door switch. And they tell you this is on the right hand side. And from there, it's going to come right here. And it's going to go up to L2. So L2 comes there, comes down, and comes out to the common there. So that's how you get your 240 volts. And then from your 240 volts, you'll see it's going to come out this transformer. Like I said, I'll call it a 2-in-1. You got two outputs on the outside, and you got the one coming in. So what happens on one frame, you got, depending on what voltage, 240 or 208, going to feed into that transformer. And then from there, it's going to actually send power to magnetron 1, and it's going to send power to magnetron 2. That's how you can power up both magnetrons. You can see you got two diodes on both of them, and you got two capacitors. I actually thought this one right here actually was getting fed by I thought it was standing 240 here. I thought it was just, I thought it was gonna be actually just two separate transformers. That's what I normally see, but this one, it only got one input of 240. So from that one input of 240, it's sending power to both magnetrons. So pretty simple, just like you'll see in your actual house. Only difference is that in your house, it'll be running off of 120. You wouldn't have another L coming in. You'll have a neutral that will be coming to the actual transformer to give you 120. But like I said, the restaurant equipment is pretty easy. You can see all the different controls right here. I think restaurant stuff, they make it a lot easier to work on. I think it make it a lot easier. Right here, you can see you got some TCOs for the magnetrons. You got two of them, two magnetrons. So those are like the thermal fuse, they call them thermal cutouts. That's on the actual magnetron. If it gets too hot, it'll open up. They got one on one magnetron, one on another. And so, yeah. Then you got another TCO right here. That's the one that's actually in the cavity, just like you see in your house. The one to be, if this one, the fuse. Let's look at everything that could kill the power and keep it from heating up. You got and this will actually keep it from turning on too. Keep it from actually turning on. So right here, you got fuse 1 to keep it from turning on, because that fuse 1 is sending power over to the actual what we're gonna call a low voltage transformer. They say a controlled transformer, but that's gonna knock that thing down from 240 volts. I have to look and see if we can find out what actual voltage it used. Probably 120 or maybe even 24 volts. But this right here is gonna knock it down. Let me see if I can find it over here. There you go. There you go. If you look at that, that's the actual control transformer. You see it says input right here. Right here it says input 230 volts and output 26 volts. So 230 is going to come in, 26 is going out. 26 volts going out. So that's what you have here. So you got 230 coming in. So if that fuse was bad, that control thermostat won't come on, transformer won't come on, it won't let it power up. And then from there, you got a TCO and that magnetron. Then it comes over here to the cavity TCO. And then from there, it comes over to the main control board. And that's what we call come over to pin 1 on the main control board. So that all 4 of those devices will keep it from powering up. And like I say, what you would do, you would check your input coming in. You should have 240 on pin 1 and 5. And on the output, you should have 26 volts if that transformer is working correct. And also, that right there is actually on the board. That's a fuse. See if we can see that fuse. Like this one that can be, there we go. That's actually on the board, the actual fuse there. That fuse right there keep the board from powering up. So there you go, and that's the other main fuse that's coming in there. That's that fuse one. So yeah, so if you got one that wouldn't power up, that's how easy it is to find those devices, and you actually going to use just your continuity test on all those TCOs and fuses, and see if it's actually if they're good, if the continuity test is good on it, and you got your supposed to have 26 volts, so you should have 26 volts on pin 1 and 2. If you got 26 volts on pin 1 and 2 and won't power up, you know it's going to be your main control board. That's how simple it is. You know, main control, you got control boards. Remember, you always test the power coming in, and then you test the power going out. That's it. If you got the power coming into it and don't power up, you know it's the main control board. You know it's that control board. That's so simple there. Also, let's take a look. We got the washing machine I showed y'all earlier today. I was doing a live feed with. I actually taking this outside. And I'm actually, I painted this. So I got the can. That's why I love these direct drives. I just take them and just spray paint them. Then let them sit out here and dry. It's gonna look brand new. Already sold. The lady came. I already paid for it. So she'll be coming back on Monday to get this. She actually has a rental house. She's gonna put it in. So she's it's already sold. Still have a lot of people still call me, ask me, do I have appliances, because of my appliance store I used to have. And sometimes I have these, and I tell them, yeah, luckily I just got one. They'll come get it. And what I use to paint it, I remember I showed you all. I just use this right here to paint it. You can buy this right here. You can get it from Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. Just set it on top of your spray paint can, and from there you can turn your spray paint can almost into a spray gun. So that's all I use. Once again, I want to thank you all for watching. And if you want to get in here and learn how you can actually start your own appliance repair business, just simple stuff like this, working right here in the shop. This is not doing no service calls. This stuff that get brought out to me to fix. I actually sold that washer for $150. So that washer is actually gone. This right here, this repair I done here, it's gonna be about 220, 230. I'm gonna charge them, and all it really was just taking my my little mallet. What you want to do? Use a rubber mallet so you don't put no dents or nothing. Just banging some stuff out and just seeing how things come together. That's it. Simple stuff. So you're looking at about. I sold the other wash and dryer set. Already delivered it. So that was $350 for that. Also, I got $150 for that. So that put me at $500, $750. $750. This will be a $750 day that I actually have here. About $750. And this is something I can do before. This take you before 12 o'clock in the morning. Before 1 o'clock, I have this stuff ready to go. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you want to learn how to get into the appliance repair business, how to fix these simple appliances, sign up for the course and link in the description. Thank you. Talk to you later. Okay, I thought I was done for that day, and evidently I won't. Like I say, I do a lot of work for restaurants. This is a Jersey Mike that I actually do work for. We got a call late that afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock that afternoon. They are getting ready to move one of their proofing ovens. The proofing ovens where they make the bread in. They had somebody, a plumber, come out, actually put a water line in. The water line was very short, copper wire, very brittle. They were moving it to actually clean from behind it, and guess what? They broke the water line. So they called us because water was going everywhere. They had a lady there that actually knew to cut the shut-off valve off. So they called us and wanted us to come out there because they thought they had something a lot bigger problem. They said water was going everywhere. They moved it, and they needed somebody to come out there as an emergency immediately. So I went out there, and I get there. This is what I saw. I saw the actual water line. You can see it's actually broken. It's copper line. It's a regular quarter-inch water line you have on any refrigerator. I just went out. They wanted the line long enough so they can roll the refrigerator out without having a problem again. Not the refrigerator. God bless you. It's not the refrigerator. It's been a long day. The oven, so they can move the oven out to clean behind it and do things. Don't have to worry about that happening again. So I went and got them a 10-foot water line, as you see, and I kind of folded it up so they have enough slack in it to move it back and forth. And that's all it was. A simple water line connection. I fixed that for them. They're very happy. And this is stuff that you do as a appliance repairman. Like I say, if you want to get in doing appliance repair, very simple stuff. You want to get in, learn how to start your own appliance repair business, hit the link in the description and let me show you how to get out here and make some of this money. Have a good day.